Well, good evening, all. Ira Epstein with your Metal Market Wrap-Up, and this wrap-up is for the evening of Sunday. And this is the 13th of July, 2025, about 5:50 p.m. Central Time. And folks, I wanted to wait to put these out today, these videos tonight, because we had the tariff announcements. And there'll be more tariff announcements this week, as there's a lot of countries that are about to get letters. But now we know what Canada's tariff is. We know Mexico's. We know the EU. Everybody in these big three are getting basically 30% tariffs or so. And the president is making it clear they don't kick in until August 1st. There is time to negotiate them down. And he's warning them, if you retaliate against us with tariffs that are higher, we will do what we did before. So all these countries know that. They've seen it. They see his temper as it flares up. Where are the carve-outs going to be? We've seen carve-outs happen for the UK when they did a deal. Maybe Europe can get carve-outs for themselves too. We've seen carve-outs happen in Canada. Mexico, they're protected by the USMCA on a lot of their deals, but a lot aren't covered there. So there's more to be negotiated over time. Even if it happens August 1st and these are it, you're looking at your worst case scenario once these set in. It can get better, not worse. It gets worse if they attack the U.S. with tariffs. Then they get what happened in Brazil, and away you go to 50% tariffs or more. The president was talking if you attack him with certain tariffs, and he might be going against Russia tomorrow. He said there's a big announcement. They may go with 500% tariffs on any country that buys from Russia. We don't know what he's doing. They were setting us up today from Lindsey Graham and Blumenthal. They were on Face the Nation talking about they're going to take money that we're holding. I think we hold about $5 billion or so of Russian money. It's not that much money. And $300 billion is held by Europe, but it's earning interest. I don't know how they're going to go about taking what they do. Remember, Russia's taken over U.S. corporations. They just went, boom, this is ours now. So there's precedent here. As I've said to you all week, the boom is about to happen. Trump doesn't look good in the press, is the way that Putin has kicked up the war, and the friendship is about to take another turn. All right. When we look at the stock market, I obviously didn't know, and I'm sure you didn't know, what is going to happen with these announcements, because now these are our major trading partners. They're in it. I wouldn't call this a crash. I'd call this a pullback in the market. No more than that. Gold up another $20. Why not? You know, again, I am of the school that tariffs are inflationary. I know you're being sold a bill of goods. The tariffs aren't inflationary. They're a one-time bump. Sure, they are a one-time bump. And then add on to it the normal bumps you get because prices normally go up, not down. So you're going to get that one-time higher bump. Are we going to go to an inflation to 4 or 5? I don't know. There's a number it's going to go up to. It's going to go up. That's the thing I can tell you. I don't know what the number is, but we will see. And I think that's what the Fed is waiting for. And now that we're getting more, when the Fed has its meeting that's coming up, what are they going to say? They're going to say that they saw the information, they see where it's at, they want to see how it's going to impact the market in two areas, which are their mandates, inflation and labor. Play on that. Okay. So when we look at the gold market, from my point of view, and I've been saying this, you're at an all-time high on a monthly chart if you were to close right here. I don't know where we'll close. This is the 13th. You've got a lot of time left, but it's bullish. On the weekly chart, the market's caught in a congestion area. So the market is taking this, is it a top or is it a base to move higher? That is going to be the big question. You're not getting any help from the swing line. You have a higher high and a lower low, which means sideways action. You've got that. You have the bias up since you're over the 18-week average of closes. So I have to go to where the momentum might be in Bollinger Bands. In the Bollinger Band, if you rally, look for the 3,500 zone to be the resistance. And you're overbought. You're not with an embedded reading. To me, on the chart, if you would ask me what to do, I'd be telling you, hey, there's nothing to do as I see it. The gold-silver ratio has been making silver the winner on this on a weekly chart, and this is where I think the action has been played out. Silver is a complete different look than the gold. Could it go to $50 again? You've heard me say this on my weekly charts. I'm still of the school of thought that it could go to challenge the all-time highs. It's got eventually the pickup from cutting of interest rates, eventually, to spur on economies. It's got the inflation from the tariffs. It's got a world situation still. We don't know what's going to happen with Russia. There's just a lot of things that could be supportive to the market. Higher lows, higher highs in copper. You saw it blast off this week. Now the question is, can it do anything from there? That's what we'll have to wait and see. And platinum, not giving up anything. I mean, this is just one of these stretched out moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we'll see, by the way, 6 weeks in a row. This would be the 7th, which is highly unusual to stay over that. This is what happens when you form a base. And I know what I was telling you here. I said, I think this is going to be the big move that comes out of this. And then they take off one way or the other, and you get those crazy moves. A lot of traders I know will buy a put, buy a call, and try to catch this over long-dated options to see if anything happens. In the dollar index, lower highs, lower lows. Is the market losing its bearish embedded reading? No, it has to close over 21 to do it. Now, tonight you're getting the thrust on the dollar. Oh, let's run to the dollar for protection. I'm not convinced that is the case that you have to do. Not at all. I think that you have to be very cautious right here. So I'll cover all this in the morning again with you, because that's when at 6 in the morning I start recording my videos for the future. Sometimes it's 15 minutes earlier than that even. And I see all the reports that are coming in later in the Spider ETF video, and then we're able to take a look at the two together, because so many of the spiders and ETFs are based on what the futures markets do. But it's like tonight. I'd like to wait, see what the markets are going to do, because no matter what you think, you have to pay attention to how the market reacts. And again, tonight, I don't see big reactions. We'll see what happens with all that. So how do you get these? You go to iraepstein.com. They're under the word research. That's where you can get the videos where I say buy here, sell there, here's your stop. We track the trade as it's open all the way from beginning to end every morning when we do that video. And I think that's the fair way to do it. My whole goal there is to give you ideas for trading, and you do with them as you see fit. I want to make clear, we manage no money. We don't want to manage money. We've got plenty to do in running of all the other things that we do. But I think you'll like what you see. I hope you do. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great evening. I'll catch up with you in the other videos tonight or first thing in the morning. Ideally, you join us in those morning subscriber videos. Have a great night.